What? Wait, Donkey and Lee are having a kid! Oh my god! Aw, that's so awesome! Good for them. Wait, did Donkey put a video about it? That's so cool. Wait, is it in his Uncharted 4 video? You guys don't know Donkey? Shit, maybe I just know Donkey because Donkey used to be like the League YouTuber, and then he moved on to better things. I followed his example, you know what I'm saying? He still gets huge videos though, like, you guys don't, like, look at this. Like, this guy's huge. Okay.
When I first reviewed Uncharted 4 back in 2016, I said, do you know that even I am wrong sometimes? I then proceeded to be wrong about Uncharted 4, and what this proves is that I am actually never
Monkey,
wrong.
thanks for the 5
Uncharted
months.
4 is one of the best games ever made. Don't even try to argue otherwise. Remember, I can never be wrong.
I just try to drink from the cup with the lid closed. I do that so much.
But back then,
I hate myself.
Was wrong, and I'm gonna prove it. In my old review, I said Uncharted 4 has the most boring climbing ever. This is more true for the first 3 Uncharted.
So at the end,
Does
he talk about it?
Very stiff and mostly there so that the player can spend time looking at the pretty graphics. Uncharted 4's climbing is faster and much more satisfying in its presentation. When you land on a wooden floor, you hear the thud reverberate.
Where are the video lyrics? The subtitles? The lyrics? I can put on the subtitles.
Nothing underneath. Nathan Drake has all these unique animations.
Volume's low.
depending
Oh,
on
my
what
bad.
he's
Is that
actually
better?
climbing on. I mean, look at this. Boom, unique animation. Now watch some dudes. Oh, what he did? He said, "Wama wama." You can drop way down onto a dude's head and say, "Pow."
Where's my head cut
Eventually,
off?
You get this
Oh,
tool,
fuck.
which lets you hook into walls. You rappel down ropes. When you're in a
I
precarious
got
spot,
this.
the camera really emphasizes it and makes you think, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna die." The huge leaps feel so weighty and satisfying.
Is that better?
Oh. And then there's the incredible clock
Wait,
tower sequence where you're jumping across moving gears and sliding through them. Don't get me wrong, the climbing is the weakest aspect of this game, but it's impressive how much love went into the weakest part of the game. What's cool about Uncharted 4 is that
I'm just
traversal
waiting
is
for the
more
baby
than
part.
just climbing.
Rum, thanks for the tier 1.
Now we're in business.
In my old review, I said, put a goddamn grappling hook in every game from now on. Today, it is a legal requirement that every video game has to have a grappling hook. You're welcome. By combining this with the sliding mechanics,
Dark Souls
you get
doesn't.
much more dynamic platforming than we've ever seen with this franchise.
Oh wait, fuck, Sekiro does. Oh, should I play that one right now?
There's also scuba diving. You drive a boat and a jeep, and what's really messed up is how good the handling on the jeep is. Kojima Productions
Coffee
are some
Maker,
of the
thanks
most
for 10
talented
months.
game developers in the industry, and even they were struggling with vehicle collision and Death Stranding.
Just showed it
Terrain
too.
in Uncharted
My
is
brain.
similarly lopsided and hilly, and yet the jeep can handle everything you throw at it. Rickety little bridges.
Sorry
sudden
if it was a
drop-offs,
bother- Oh, no
food
problem,
stands,
Maddie.
Other jeeps,
It's cool
rolling
meeting people
currents,
in
large
Expo.
boulders. Somehow this rental jeep can do it all. Death Stranding, the whole game is about using vehicles to deliver packages. Driving is fundamental
Yeah.
to its gameplay. Uncharted is a shooter with 2 chapters where you drive a jeep, and there are details Death Stranding could learn from this game, like how you gain more traction when driving on rocks instead of mud. As a shooter, Uncharted 4 is one of the most unconventionally paced. You don't actually do any shooting until Chapter 4 when Nathan starts blasting targets in his attic with a Nerf gun.
Bullseye.
Shootouts are
fuck?
sprinkled into this game more as a reward than a constant.
What does this
It's
guy
a very
look like?
gradual buildup that subliminally aligns the player with Nathan.
He looks
Drake's
like someone I
thirst for
know, but I
adventure,
can't think
and
of
by the
who.
time that it finally gets to the action, oh.
Soda? Yeah, kinda like Soda, and I thought kinda like Finn a little bit too.
7 years later, I am still waiting.
Soda
on
and
people to
Grayson?
look and play like this.
Kinda.
However, what really sets Uncharted 4 apart is its strong storytelling, which is still today the rarest quality in video games. With most games, it seems like the developers make the levels and assets first, then the writers come in and try to string those things together in a coherent way. I don't know if that really is how games are written, but it would explain why most games have such stupid, nothing stories. Uncharted 4 feels uncompromised. realized, like the writers came up with the craziest treasure hunt they could imagine, didn't even take into account how the studio would turn that into a video game, and then Naughty Dog actually did. For the first half of the game, every chapter takes place somewhere else. You start in an orphanage, then you're in a prison in Panama, now you're a scuba diver, now you gotta do a heist in Italy, now you gotta find the pirate's tomb in Scotland. Bad news, environment designers. The treasure is actually in Africa. Well, to be more specific, it's actually in a market town in Madagascar.
When I play these games, I like can't focus on the story. There's something wrong with me. I have to like watch the lore videos after.
Them to you through lazy exposition dumps. You aren't reading text logs about Henry Avery and Libertalia. No, it's all unfolding before your eyes. The ominous subtitle, A Thief's End, could be referring to a dozen
TikTok brain rot.
This is a story about rummaging through the ruins.
I've always been like that though. Like I would play Zelda and have to Google like, so why did this part happen? And I'd have to like read the lore online.
From Chloe stowed away in the attic, Evelyn's lifeless manor full of priceless objects, Joseph.
But I loved it. I like love reading game wikis and stuff.
And failed utopia.
Every time I play a game I really liked, I always go read the entire wiki.
All of these stories contrast and overlap with Nathan Drake's own story, presenting hypothetical paths which he could have or could still go down. The characters here don't just
came for the baby news, stayed for game review. Yeah, same. Oh wow, they're eating penne pasta
in a more subtle way through facial expressions, body language, and tone. What's magic about this style of storytelling is how it allows each player to come to their own conclusions. The lure of adventure beckons Nathan Drake out of his comfortable life, but just as he accomplishes his goal, the
what are you
thrill
talking about?
vanishes,
Nothing happens.
Reappearing in the dark distance. When Sam unloads this
Better.
insane
Thanks for the 10
story about
months.
breaking out of jail with Hector Alcazar, even on my first playthrough, I thought, yeah, this is total bullshit. Nathan knows his brother. He knows it's bullshit, but he wants to believe what he's hearing
I'm
so
exercising
much
my,
that he doesn't question it. Most
streamer
people would be pretty
censorship.
envious of the life Nathan has set up. He's got a nice house, a job where he can still dig up treasure, a fridge full of beer, and a beautiful wife that loves Crash Bandicoot. Why?
Ooh.
Why would you risk all of that?
That's
of
huge.
course, you push that question aside when Sully shows up and it starts feeling like a real deal Uncharted game. Just like Last of Us 2, the narrative tricks you into wanting to fulfill the selfish desires of its protagonist. In 99% of games, the player is meant to feel like a hero, like your actions are saving the world. In Uncharted 4, you are ruining this man's marriage so that he can pretend to be Indiana Jones.
How is Elena cool with all
Oh god,
this?
you guys hear my stomach just growl?
Jesus, kid.
Uncharted 4 is masterful in how it sets its character motivations in conflict
No,
with
okay,
each
like-
other. In Sam's mind, it's always
Sometimes
been
the
him
mic
and Luke
picks
versus
it
the
up,
world
and I
since they were
fucking hate
kids.
it.
Then Sully and Elena took him away.
Gives me
Ironically,
flashbacks
this is
to
how we
when my
perceive
stomach would
Sam.
growl during
To us,
tests.
he's the outsider. He wasn't there for Uncharted 1 where you had to shoot 300 zombies. He wasn't there for Uncharted 2 where you had to fight a Yeti. He wasn't there for Uncharted 3 where you had to go to
think
Subway.
at the Subway-
We trust Sam about as much as Sully does.
I haven't
The
played
rift between
Uncharted.
his father
This is
figures
like
goes both ways.
sponsor
Why are you here,
placement.
Victor?
That's sick.
Because somebody's got to keep an eye out for him.
When Nathan discovers his brother is still alive, he spends all night recapping the entire Uncharted trilogy before remembering that he has a wife.
I'm married. I can't believe Elena from the stories. That's my wife.
Sam Drake isn't a villain, but he brings out the worst part of his brother.
I
And it's
have a
not
wife.
until he finally teams up with Elena that Nathan starts stepping out of the shadow of Henry Avery. St. Dismas said, "We receive the due rewards of our deeds." But do we? Did the gullible optimist of Libertalia deserve such a harrowing fate? Does Sam deserve Nate? And does Nate deserve Sully and Elena? Uncharted blurs the past with present in many ways, challenging us to split the difference. One more time, the camera pans out from Crash Bandicoot, which does not have a scoring system, by the way, to reveal Cassandra Drake. This ending, man, dude, this is the most fulfilling, joyous ending I have ever experienced in a video game, and it's one that takes on a whole new context for me, now that me and Leah are having our own dog.
Oh!
Because this was actually a baby video the whole time. We having a baby, everybody.
Oh shit! Wait, that's so cool. What a sick way to announce it. Just at the end, like, oh yeah, by the way. Oh, that's so nice. I'm so happy for them. How sweet. If you're reading this message, you've gained 12 mana points and 2 karma. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you for that. Wow. life achievement, dude. That's so cool. I'm so happy for them. I feel like I've said that like 6 times. That's awesome. I've known Leah since I think 2016. She's like one of the nicest people that I've met in the content creating space. So it's very nice to see them doing all that.